bearded fella who hates gays and said at the end of days we're all going to hell if we don't follow Jesus. No, I mean love. I mean music, language, art, those things that seem to come out of nowhere and just go straight into the centre of the heart. A split second where life becomes dream. I mean sound, consonants and vowels. That feeling you get when you look at the moon and you're consumed by this notion to shout, break out, just howl and howl and howl. Ow! 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 Have you noticed how much it hurts to be here yet? Have you dared feel it, or are you too busy to heal it? So instead you go off in search of a cure. I mean, yeah, sure, you can drug it, you can numb it, you can pretend for a while, but you can't suspend the truth forever, can you now? There's a hole inside us humans. It wants to be filled by something real. And I know it might not feel great at the start, apart from everything we've known, but really, what feels great these days? Your soul. Have you thought about surrendering it? I know it might sound strange, but you're not going to deny that we're living in chains here. Politics and false control, a bunch of dicks putting money into coal while the whole place goes up in flames, and still everybody's barking up the wrong tree, getting stuck down the same old rabbit hole, harping on about those men. But don't you see? They represent our fear. They are our denial. We are even here. A noble lie Plato spoke of once, and shadows of figures silhouetted against the cave wall. So when our species is quite obviously sick, we don't look to our conscience for insight. Instead, we run from our essence with selfie sticks, hashtagging and mass bragging about how much more we know than our leaders, but we refuse to admit that in this state of unfreedom, they need us like we need them, and in our confusion, we follow the scientist who finds safety in false knowledge. And I see the entire thing is an illusion. You think we got some stuff right, even though we got so much wrong? No, I can tell you. This reality is built on a lie, born of a silenced tongue. And it's a paradox. So it's all right, and that's why there's nearly nothing left at all. Except a heart which longs for meaning. And it seems to me the only things that matter are art and love. So, why is no one calling us up on how shallow we've become? Everyone's wearing a mask. It makes this place feel hollow, and part of me wishes I could go back to being numb. No, that's not true. But it does leave me with a pretty big question of who I am. Have you noticed how time seems to go faster these days? Why? I think it has to do with the way we're running unconscious into the arms of the man. Sorry. I actually mean the devil. Can't talk about God, can we? Can't talk about Creator. Can't talk about sacred land or sacred places. Can't talk about spirit without being accused of cultural appropriation. It's almost like there's this force that wants us all dead. It's stolen our language and locked up our hearts, but I'm not going to let it win. I'm not going to let it beat me, she said. It's written the laws and passed them through the courts. It's flipped all reality on its head, and now the world's at war. It's confused us to fuck. Created belonging by making an other. It's wrecking the joint, it's killing our mother, and it's warped the truth of love written in that holy book. Step back, would you? Step back. It's really clear we've forgotten something. We got lost in something. Space and time, we've run as far as we can, and now there's nowhere left for us to hide. What a ride, though, eh? We've been to the bottom of the ocean, we've shot ourselves through the atmosphere, we've chopped up every animal we found here, but has anybody thought to just take a look inside? Well, they have they? But we ignore them. They speak the truth, but it's more inconvenient than that one Al Gore did a PowerPoint presentation on and then won an award for. I'm getting jack of it. This colossal failure of imagination. I want to see the back of it. All this confusion. All this wondering why. I've got the answer. I found it in my body when I let go of my mind. I found the past, the present and the future. They're all inside. I've been silently raging, looking for people to hear me for ages now, but it really seems like everyone's too scared. Going around with their fingers in their ears, and even when I try to make it funny, they daren't let go of their fear in this tasteless game of chasing after money. I found sighs and tears and this massive desire to be free. I found timing and history and all these years in me. I know why it feels so nice, taking these words and making up rhymes, so I'll just keep speaking till I'm finally heard. No shit. I found the meaning of life's mystery, and it's really simple. Just go sit in silence somewhere till you feel uncomfortable, and then stay still till it passes. A moment. A lifetime. 2,000 years or so. How long do I have to wait before I get the attention of the masses? Hey, I've got something to say. I just want to mention this thing. It relates to the suspension of truth and all this tension in me that I think might be in you, too. Because this earth will burn and burn and burn until we stop and listen and we realise, oh my God, this whole time we've been missing what's right in front of our eyes. When you're brave enough to hear me, we can start to make this place better, but till then it's just going to get worse, hotter, drier, more inverted. G.O.D. S. I found this letter in me. It stands for subtlety, stillness, surrender. I found the thing that sits beneath it all. If there's one lie to sum up this mess, it's that thing we made up called gender. This earth, she reflects what was stolen from me when I was a little girl, but even back then I could hear her quiet whispers from some distant place saying, believe in yourself. Now I try and find the words to tell my story, and I assure you it's not at all boring, but the last people to listen are the doctors, because they've heard it all before, they think, and anything I say gives them a bit of a sinking feeling. Healing yourself. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Take these drugs, would you mad bitch? Alright. Yeah. For research purposes, I'll try some. Oh, what do you know? They slow down my awakening, and they make me numb. I wonder why those witches got burned at the stake. Except I don't, because I know. They had humility. They had wisdom. They had insight that could shake this place up till it was upside down and inside out, till what was wrong was right and normal. Nothing left of it at all. This world, it's burning with a fury I find inside me too, and now there's nothing left for me to do but speak the truth. And though it might hurt at first, I swear to God, it'll be worth it when this place gets saved. But come on. If ever there was a time to be brave, it's now. How do you think we got here? What are we? What is this but an ego trip, a battle between love and fear, something of a game where the whole thing is laced with shame and ain't nothing going to change till we face it? It's a lesson we just don't seem to be very good at learning, at teaching, telling us to stop reaching, stop searching, stop seeking, just stop still, would you? Pick up a mirror and take a peek in. All these plans that are built on a lie, I'll put them in the bin, light a match, pick up the mic, tell the truth, and just like that, I'll win. It's a play, and I'm going for the lead role. I'm going to fill this hole, bare my heart and soul. I'll show you the earth from outer space, and I'll show you what it looks like to come back home. Madness and enlightenment, madness and enlightenment, madness and enlightenment. And the man, the coward, the status quo. It nearly killed me, you know. And it's managed it with some of my friends. I'm not going to take it anymore. I'm calling it. This is the end. So rude.